Hi, I'm Ben with New Tech Machinery, and we're going to talk about adjusting the shear on a gutter machine. Hi, I'm Ben with New Tech Machinery. Today we're going to talk about adjusting the shear on your gutter machine. So if you're running out a piece of gutter and you notice that you're getting scratching either on the face of the gutter, on the bottom, or on the back to where it's removing the paint, sometimes that can be caused by the shear assembly, but we have built into the shear some adjustments that allow you to move the shear assembly left or right or up and down. So for example, if you have a scratch going down the face of the gutter or a large scratch going down the back of the gutter, we can adjust the shear left and right. And the steps to do that is loosen the shear lockdown bolts on the back of the aluminum plates. And then next, with either a screwdriver or a pry bar, you can adjust the shear assembly left or right to lift the shear dies. Tighten the lockdown bolts on the shear assembly and then run a piece of gutter to see if it's corrected the issue. If you notice you have a scratch on the bottom of the gutter or you get a dimple about 6 inches back from the end of the gutter that you just cut, that can be caused by either the shear assembly is too low, which causes the dimple, or it's too high, which would cause the scratch. To adjust that, loosen the lockdown bolts on the aluminum plates. And then on the bottom of the shear, you have 2 jacking screws. So you'll need to loosen the lock nut on both screws, and then you tighten the jacking screws, which will lift the shear assembly up, bringing the shear dies closer to the shear. Or you loosen the jacking bolts, and that lowers the shear assembly, taking the bottom shear dies away from the gutter. The key too, as far as the bottom of the gutter goes, you just want to have a little bit of clearance from the bottom shear dies and the gutter material. Just enough so you want to support the bottom of the gutter, but not scratch it. Thanks for watching today. If you have any more questions on adjusting the shear assembly on a gutter machine, please give us a call.